Here's what you missed this week on Play Mornings.
Yesterday we spoke about a family's cruise who was supposed to go all the way around Bermuda and then got changed to lovely New Brunswick.
St. John, New Brunswick.
And yesterday you said something that I forgot to ask you about a little later on, so I'm going to ask you now. You said it's just another reason for you to not go on a cruise. What the hell are your other justifications? As somebody's like 5.
Have you seen the Poop Cruise documentary?
Yeah, everybody said, well, there's terror attacks and people still go on planes.
Have you seen the movie Titanic?
Okay, 2, 3, I guess 3 reasons, because you could end up in St. John, New
Brunswick. Heard about the kid that killed his sister?
Yeah, okay, 4.
Okay, I mean, do I need more?
How many car crashes a day? There are at least 175 car accidents in Alberta daily, and you still drive a car, and all you were able to give me was 5 reasons. 5 solid reasons.
Pretty good reasons.
Albeit, they were fine reasons. Poop cruise happens like once every million cruises. The New Brunswick, St. John, you would just cancel it before you had to go to St. John. Ugh.
Even the people from St. John don't want them to come.
I saw those comments too. So it's like, when you say just another reason not to go on cruises, I kind of take offense. Because as a fat white person, there's nothing we love more, Marina, than cruises. You're telling me I don't have to move and I end up in a different place every single day and I get a buffet on top of that?
Look, it's fair. I've always wanted to go on a cruise, but there's so many different stories that come out that just make it less appealing for me.
My 2 fantastic cruises I've gone on in the time you've known me don't outweigh the Poop Cruise or the St. John, New Brunswick really gets me, man. It almost made me stop going on cruises. I was like, I couldn't imagine going anywhere less than I wanted to go to. This is how little I want to go to New Brunswick, Marina. I didn't know there was a St. John, New Brunswick. I knew there was a St. John's, Newfoundland. I found out yesterday that there was a St. John, New Brunswick, and I also found out they're very close to each other.
Yeah.
They're as close can get. So which name came first? And who ripped it off? And why the hell would anybody want to go to St. John, New Brunswick?
I'm scrolling through TikTok and I come across probably the strangest TikTok I've seen. We're just going over to Toronto here, and there is a musician who passed away in 2021. So this is a little bit of an old story, but I'm just finding it right now, and I want to know your thoughts on it. So this musician from Toronto passed away.
Yeah.
His love for music was so prominent in everybody else's lives that for his funeral, they dressed him up in a yellow jumpsuit, propped him up behind a drum kit, and that was his funeral. The photo,
or the video, whatever you want to call it, the still of him sitting at the drums is very funny to me.
It's kind of creepy.
Well, yeah, he's dead. At the end of the day, though, I mean, if I'm dead, feel free to do whatever you want with my body. Like, if he didn't request this, who cares? He's dead.
So you don't mind it?
No, I think it's, 1, very funny, and 2, people have open casket funerals all the time. This is no different.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not huge on open casket funerals, that's for sure.
Really?
When my grandma passed away, I went to go see her in the hospital, but I was too late showing up.
Yep.
So I saw her body there, and every time I think of my Nana now, that image is immediately in my head and I can't control it.
Fair. However, I mean, that's a little different than open casket, because open casket, they stuff your grandma full of like whatever.
Formaldehyde.
Teddy bear stuff. Yeah. Like they tape her eyes down so they can't pop back open. Like they do a lot to make them look more alive.
I don't know. Looking at this photo of this deceased musician now, you can tell.
No, you can't.
I think I can because I think maybe because I know, but at the same time, his shoulders look really uptight and weird.
Fair.
You'd think after passing away that you'd be all like, I don't know,
flimsy,
but you're not. It's not like rigor mortis or something, and you
go stiffen up. Yeah,
I know. It's just weird to me to look at this image and be okay with it.
Really?
Yes, really.
I'm presuming his family or something.
Yeah, family was all there.
Yeah, so
the whole thing was live streamed on YouTube. It was called Bonnie Brent's Last Performance.
Oh, he played?
I guess so. But it irks me the wrong way.
Would you, as a dead person, care if somebody, like, what if at your funeral people thought it would be nice to put you in front of, like, a microphone? Would you be, as a dead person looking up from hell or down from heaven, wherever you end up, would you be like, what are they doing? This is weird.
I mean, maybe if you put the mic in my hand, you know how they put like a bouquet of flowers or something in your hand or whatever it is, maybe like the mic in there. But if you're going to set it all up and have computer screens and the mic arm and the headphones, that's weird. Okay. Let me go in peace. I don't want to go out working.
Marina, I rudely interrupted you before.
You did.
When we were talking about the Artemis Poo mission. So tell us more about this, what you want to talk about.
Well, I was just going to mention that once they landed in the ocean, they just sat there for what seemed like all of eternity.
Which is confusing because I remember on Friday asking you the question because you said they were going to land in the ocean. I was like, is there going to be a boat readily available?
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
But they had to sit?
So the boat was there.
What?
The boats were there. There were little dinghy boats. There was the big USS, whatever it was called. And then they did get airlifted from those little dinghy boats into a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they each got individually pulled up. But once they landed, that hatch didn't open for, it felt like at least an hour for the hatch just to open.
That's annoying.
And then nobody came out for, it felt like another hour after that.
Damn.
And I was
They're
like,
really milking this.
You know, if you're that far away from planet Earth, you know, you'd think the first thing you'd want to do is get out, be back on Earth. I mean, you can't be on land because obviously you're in the ocean.
I agree.
And then they had this little yellow dinghy that came out of their little hatch, and it never inflated. It just kind of sat there. I was waiting for it to open up, and they all come out. But then there was another dinghy that came up and got them all out. It took forever, and I'm trying to work, but I'm trying to keep my eye on the damn television.
Now, what happens to the capsule? Are they picking that up, or are they just letting it go to the bottom?
As far as from what I read, later on that night, that evening, they went out and retrieved it.
Okay.
That's what I got from it. But man, I was biting my fingers because at the same time, like, yeah, they've made communication. They're all okay in there, but I need to see the proof.
I completely agree.
Before it didn't happen.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Play Mornings, I'm John.
I'm Marina.
Marina, I think I'm depressed, and here's why. I have a Roku TV, and they have a game network. And yesterday, I watched 12 hours of a show called Scrabble. Now,
Scrabble.
it's exactly what you think it is. It's Scrabble.
People playing Scrabble?
Yeah. 12 hours.
So this is kind of like watching a poker game on TV, but Scrabble.
Yeah. I got home at 11 a.m. yesterday. I did not leave my couch until 11. I didn't eat. I just drank water, and I watched 12 hours of Scrabble.
Did you learn a bunch of new words?
Not really. A lot of, like, they reused... I think it's kind of rigged, because they had a lot more cues in this one game, and then I looked it up, and it turns out there's like 6 cue tiles in the entirety of the actual Scrabble game. There was like 15 in this one.
Huh.
And it's like, well, why are we rigging rig a fun game? Yeah,
Interesting.
Albeit I did sit there for 12 hours. Make it fun. Do Monopoly. Oh, I would sit down and watch Monopoly for 12 hours straight.
Interesting. You know, I have to admit something.
Yeah.
I also have a Roku TV in my bedroom.
Okay.
And the TV comes with games on it.
Yes.
So I'll sit in my bed and play TV games for hours and hours.
Cool. That's one step above the depression level I think I'm at, because at least you're doing something. I couldn't put in the effort to play Scrabble myself, so I watched 2 of the whitest people every single episode. It was 2 of the exact same people. A white guy with glasses and a big white gal. That was it. I never saw anybody else. Huh. So maybe it's also racist, or maybe white people are the only people who enjoy Scrabble. I don't know. All I know is that if you want to have yourself a nice 12 hours, don't watch Scrabble for 12 hours.
Now, do they have other games you can watch?
So I think it was a Scrabble marathon. I think today I got excited. It said Family Feud marathon tomorrow, but it's not Steve Harvey. It's Richard Dawson. So it's like the old Family Feud, you know? And I think that's more depressing than anything because all those people are dead.
So this is a channel.
Yeah, it's called Game Network, not Games Network. Game Network.
Oh.
Because I guess the game changes every day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
12 hours of Scrabble. How boring is that?
And I realized how dumb I am because I would see their letters and I couldn't come. I'd be like, play of, play if, play off. And they were like,
you can play 2 letters, can you?
I don't know. Nobody ever did. But then they were playing like alligator. And it's like, why? Just do all. Start with all. Why are you trying to? And then I realized alligator only had one L. And I was like, oh my God. I feel like it's every single day that we get a new story about AI just being either sketchy, weird, both, or just the worst.
Just the worst.
Marina, company is charging $1.99 a minute to talk to an AI Jesus.
An AI Jesus.
It's exactly what you think it is. They trained the AI model on the Bible, and if you want to talk to Jesus, ask him some questions, you can spend $1.99 per minute.
Huh. Interesting.
This
so,
sucks.
So what is it supposed to be like? Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
No,
and then absolutely, but first, Visa or MasterCard?
That's a way better thing than what this is. Like, I love that. Don't give them any ideas. In fact, let's rewind that tape and cut that
Take it
off
back?
because I'm sure they hear that.
So-
They'll be like, it's if you have a question for Jesus, you ask.
So
him.
you can't confess. It's just
I
questions.
mean, I'm sure you can, but what's it going to come back with? Hey, that's chill, I guess. So, like that, you're fine.
$1.99 a minute.
A minute.
He said. So
Yeah.
if you want to ask questions for 10 minutes, you're forking out $20.
Yeah. Or for the $9.99 for 45 minutes.
Whoa.
So that's, you know.
Nothing says divine experience like a billing cycle.
I am not I'm not a religious person. I don't know if you are, but can't you talk to God whenever
Whenever you want. That's what I always thought.
for free?
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
You might not get a response, but surely you'll feel better.
You
than,
might get a sign at some point.
right? Yeah, but surely you'll feel correct. Surely you'll feel better than talking to an especially somebody you have to pay. Like at church, you give money to the church. That's different. Church is offering you a service.
Yeah.
This is a Google search. This is just Google search with mouth and face.
So if I were to go on Google right now and talk to like Google AI and ask it questions about God, do you
Sure,
think
it would be the same?
It would.
I'm sure it
Do you
would
think
be
it
the
would
same.
give me fake, like not factual information, not correct information?
Well, it's AI.
I mean, we've got people asking AI about like medical questions and stuff, and it's wrong half the time.
It's AI. I'm going to assume that Google AI is going to have more fact-based answers for you as opposed to this faith-based answers AI product. I just think it's kind of scummy as a company to not only offer this service but also charge $1.99 per minute.
Yeah, I think it's crossing a line a little bit too much
Right?
there.
Let us know what you think. 780-791-1037. I don't know if you remember, earlier in the week we spoke about Pizza Hut possibly releasing a pizza with stuffed crust where the stuffed crust is
Hot dogs, I do remember.
That's right. Now, when we spoke about it at the beginning of the week, it was that they were pushing for it to become a thing. And then I said, I think it's just a way for them to get us talking about it.
Yeah.
I was right, because lo and behold, yesterday they dropped it.
No way.
And I had the opportunity to try it. And by opportunity, I mean I went and bought myself a medium pizza.
Okay, so details.
Okay, first of all, $23, which I guess you're getting 2 meals technically. The pizza was fine. It wasn't the best. It sounds like it would be delicious. It, honest to God, sounds like it would be the best thing in the world. It was fine.
The hot dog part of it was just fine.
The entire thing.
Okay.
It was cheese pizza with a hot dog in the crust. I posted a video on all of our social media besides Facebook, because the Facebook crowd doesn't want to hear me eat. Trust me, I've done it before. And yeah, it was fine. I could have brought you in a slice. However, because I hate myself and have no self-control, there was no left. There was 0 pizza left. I got it at 9:30. It was gone by 11.
Okay, so Is there cheese in the crust?
No.
It's just like a cheese pizza and then hot dog in the crust with the crust.
In my extended version of my video, which again, nobody wants to see, I did mention it would be so much better if they took like cheese-filled hot dogs and stuffed that bad boy in the crust.
Ooh.
Imagine. Come on now, right? Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the corn dogs they have up at the Esso in Abasand. They've got cheese stuffed ones.
Oh my God.
The greatest.
Dog.
These are the greatest corn dogs I've ever had.
You put that in a pizza crust?
In a pizza crust? Oh my God.
Flip Mornings, I'm John. She's Marina. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Casey. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm waking up for this great Friday, listening to you guys.
Nice.
Listening to some music, and then I go to drop off my daughter at school, and I see a guy, old guy, walking in a towel outside. Isn't that crazy?
Walking in a towel?
Yes.
It's a little chilly, old guy.
A towel outside with his, old man chest out.
Hey, nothing wrong with an old man chest there.
Where is this happening? Near what
It's
school?
Up by Westwood.
Up by Westwood. Oh my.
Yes. And I'm looking over oh my God, this guy's really going for it. I don't know what he went to do outside, but he rounded that building with pride.
Oh my God. I mean, it's -11 right now. This guy's, I don't know if he's got any cojones left at this point.
That's why his old man chest looks so big. They're all the way up.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
This is the Friday this Friday.
You ever read a story and think, wow, that's cool, but I hate you?
All the time.
Okay, well, here's another one, Marina. First, I'll read you the headline.
So wait, hold on. It's how I feel about David Rush.
Okay, well, add this to the collection.
Okay.
Ohio man wins the lottery twice in one day.
In one day.
For a total of $300,000 and $250. Now, an Ohio man is celebrating the luckiest day of his life. He started it off when he got a 50-cent straight bet on a midday pick 3 draw. I don't know what any of that means. Essentially, he got a scratch-off ticket for 50 cents that paid out $250. And he decided, let's not let that fun stop there. He went to a Giant Eagle store, which I guess is just another convenience store. Mm-hmm. He bought himself another scratch-off ticket. This time, he won $300,000.
Get out of here.
This stuff never happens to me. It's always, oh, I forgot I had a lottery ticket.
I usually get, please play again.
I've never scratched a lottery ticket, but I know I would get please
better
play
luck
again.
next time.
Is that actually what they say? That's very
good luck.
I'd rather it say nothing than better luck next time.
Yes.
Come back, spend more money with us, and maybe... possibly,
Yeah, you scratch that, and if it's not going to be a winner, just leave it blank. I don't need you to be like, good luck next time.
Because, especially if I'm scratching...
Is there going to be a next time?
Well, yes. Especially because, and I don't know how it works, if I'm scratching and I see, some letters, I'm going to assume, oh my God, I won something. And then when it says, please play again, it's like the Tim Hortons roll-up.
Yeah. Now, if you won $50 on your first scratch ticket...
not play again.
You wouldn't play again.
That would be the zenith. I would never scratch anything ever. I would be like, hey, this is it. This is all, folks.
So would that be like a 50% chance that you win or you don't win at this point? Or are my odds still off on this?
If you think about it, everything in the world is 50% chance it happens and 50% chance it doesn't. It just so happens that scratch off and lottery ticket 50% chance is, let's say, less than 50%.
God, imagine being able to win all that money and then just walk out accidentally retiring.
I can't get behind the mindset. Maybe you can. You've played the lottery before. Winning $250 and then being like, well, I got to take this money and play the lottery again. When I sports bet, if I win early in the day, I'm not immediately like, now I have to drop all of my winnings on another game.
Exactly, yeah. I've won, here and there on scratch tickets. I think the most I won was maybe $50. I think on one of those Nevada tickets, those pull ones, I think I won $101.
Oh, woo.
Aside from that, I would never take my winnings and go and buy more. Even at the casino, I used to play roulette.
Yeah.
Throw in $100, win a couple hundred, and I'm out.
100 on roulette? Mm-hmm. All right, no, you're up here with this degeneracy. $100 on roulette? Well, are you playing the numbers?
This thing that happened every time I went in, I'd put in $100 in $20 bills, and I'd always end up losing. But I'd put in $100 bill, and I would win. So in my mind, I just kept playing that way.
So in reality, you spent $1,200 to win a couple hundred.
Pretty much. I feel like I need to apologize to my neighbors for this morning.
Oh.
I brought my trash downstairs, and I always use my wagon, right? Because I've got like some boxes and things, so I use the wagon.
Too much trash.
And I smoked this wagon into the wall in the hallway this morning, and it was really loud. And then my keys fell out of my pocket, and it was also loud. So I feel like I just need to apologize to the neighbors.
Okay. I'm sure they appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
Maybe they went back to sleep, though, so they might not be listening.
Let's hope they're not listening.
Yeah.
Because maybe they won't know it's you, actually.
Yes.
Do you talk to your neighbors?
No.
Me neither. It's terrifying. Why would I spend time talking to Actually, no, that's not true. I talk to Patrick all the time. Patrick,
there you go.
What's going on, baby? Well, Marina, I'm interested to know why you took out your trash in the morning. Just because you were going down anyways?
I was going down anyways. I passed the garbage. So,
okay, I get you.
And it was too big to fit down the garbage chute, so.
You have a garbage chute?
Yeah.
That's the difference between starting at $850 apartment that I now pay $1,300 for versus a $1,500 apartment. You have if I had a garbage chute, I would make garbage. I would just find anything I could and just throw it down that bad. But I would be 40 pounds heavier than I am right now.
I feel like I could see you outside picking up trash with one of those like trash picker upper things
To use
and then
going back up.